And this is how rough Black Light. Still talking about a little bit of my life. This is how rough my daddy and them was in the 40s when they came up here. My father came from somewhere around Little Rock, Arkansas. Uh, my mother came from St. Louis, Missouri. And when they came up here, my father got a job in the factory. They broke the unions in because they didn't want no blacks. You know, they gave the blacks a hard time from getting in the union. And the brothers, you know, they threw down, they got in the unions, became union representatives, you know. And when a foreman or something get out of line, they subject to get killed, you know. Brothers came up there with their guns on the job and shot some foremans up, killed them, and walked out. And didn't get caught. That was just one incident, and some other incidents they got shot up, but these brothers got caught. But these brothers right here, they did it so smooth, you know. And the brothers here in Detroit, Temple Number One, uh, eventually took over the city and got Mayor Young in there. And Mayor Young told the Devils to hit 8 Mile and don't come back. And he stayed mayor for 20 years. But we didn't take advantage of that right around then is when the nation started breaking up and things started happening. We didn't take advantage of that opportunity. And they dragged the city up. They was out in the suburbs. They moved all the jobs out in the suburbs. And Chrysler, Ford's, and GM stopped hiring like they used to. You had to know somebody to get into Chrysler now. Before, they put an announcement on the television. Chrysler hiring. Be up at the factory at 5 a.m. And it'd be a long line. You could actually go from one plant. If they fire, you could go over to Ford's and get hired, or go over to GM and get hired. Every day it was you could go get a job anywhere, anytime, every day. But when we took over the city, they moved everything out the city. Hudson, big old Hudson moved out. All the jewelry stores moved out. All the department stores moved out to the suburbs. They started hiring out there, and you had to catch a bus. That they didn't have no buses going out there. So they came up with the Sumter bus, and it only went so far. They didn't want us out there. And they started controlling the city, see, till it got to this point right here. All the banks moved out the neighborhood. We used to have banks in the neighborhood. They moved out. So it got poor up here. Now I said all that to say this. We fell for the rhetoric of the white man. And when we had the opportunity to run the city, and if we would have ran the city, we would have ran the whole state. We would have made sure that it wasn't no corruption in the voting process. But brothers got corrupt themselves, you know. They got bought off themselves, greedy for the money. We started losing black businesses. Chaldeans started moving in, taking over. The Arab community took over Dearborn. They run Dearborn. Hamtramck, the Arab community run Hamtramck. The brothers lost control of Detroit, but that 20 years that Mayor Young was the mayor was our opportunity, but we lost that. It was like Master Farad cleared them out, cleared the devils out just for us to run the city, and be the avant-garde of a new era. But we dropped the ball. We blew it. All the bad brothers was dope fiends, in jail, dead. All the real warriors, started wanting to hustle that dope that they brought from Vietnam, became dope fiends, tried to be gangsters, went to jail, or either died, got killed. Now, when you ride through Detroit now, you'll see the results of crack babies, and the neighborhoods are in shambles. So I'm saying this sort of be a lesson to y'all brothers. This goes out to ATL, New York, Washington, so this is Black Light. We got to come together, man. We got to get it together before it's too late. Black Light.